Hello, welcome to the show. I am Suzanne Lynn, and with me today, Dr. Cameron Saeed, who has a very impressive 22-year career, which merges his technological and financial expertise. And he started focusing his efforts on stock market trading. He uses data mining techniques to develop trading strategies with great success. Hello, Doctor. I'm glad that you're here today.
Thanks for having me.
Dr. Saeed, as we talk about the success that you have, combining your engineering and financial, you are blowing people out of the water when it comes to stock market trading success. How are you doing that?
So, as you mentioned, I think, the right combination of backgrounds, experience, qualification, both in terms of technology and in the financial or business areas. And I think combined with that is my belief. I've always believed that the historical data of the financial markets hold the key to success to make consistent, profitable trading.
Let's talk about your success. You started really, I mean, you've been working on this for several years, but you started actually with a YouTube channel tracking in 2019. How are you doing? Are you up?
So I was up 32% last year, and I am up 54% this year. And just at the beginning of the 2020 year, this year, I set up myself a goal of 50% by the end of this year. So I'm already up by 53%.
And that's with COVID. That's with everything that's happened in the world. You're up
That's true.
50%.
That's true. But that's really the power of data, because data is very objective. It does not look at any subjective stories or reasonings why certain things are happening, or why the other things are happening in the other direction. No, there are no stories, there's nothing. It's just very objective. And when the historical data told me that this is how I should be approaching my trading, then yes, this is how it turned out to be.
And the thing that really separates you from other stock market gurus is that you're very transparent. You have a YouTube channel, and I'd love for you to talk about that. How people who are watching now who are skeptical saying, yeah, 32%, 53%, maybe he's twisting some numbers. Talk about how transparent you are and how people can track you every day.
So I have a YouTube channel. Daily after the stock market closes, I put a video of 1 to 2 minutes. In that video, I identify 3 to 5 the most undervalued stocks through my algorithm that I feel would be a good buy. So I hold them only for 24 hours. And then the next day, when I publish my video, I identify a new set of 3 to 5 undervalued stocks. But what I also do is I go back to the previous day's picks and I review their results. And since I do it every day this way, my daily profit and loss can be tracked in a very transparent fashion. And this is what I do. Part of the content of that daily video is I have a running table, where I keep a track of the daily, monthly, and annual profit and loss numbers.
That is, when you say the word transparent, that is truly transparent. There's no talking on these videos. It's all numbers. There's no twisting things or making numbers work in a different way, or I mean, it is pure. This is what I said, and this is what's happened. And that's what sets you apart, because a lot of stock market guys just blah, 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 blah. They're talking, and they're not producing. They're not showing transparently how they're doing. They talk a big game, but you're showing numbers.
That's true. And behind the transparency, really, the secret sauce, part of the secret sauce, is the consistency. Every day, I will use the same model over and over and over again, with the same entry criteria, with the same exit criteria, with the same stop loss criteria, to make it happen. So, really, my model is remaining the same. if it is COVID times, if it is peace times, if it is, God forbid, war time, or if it is any other crisis time, the consistency of following the model and the consistency of the profit is what I think makes my trading and my trading channel unique.
You have poured your life into this. You've sacrificially poured your life, and you've gone through some hard times to come up with this model. Um, you talk often about the four pillars. Can you
Right.
share with us through this blood, sweat, and tears what you discovered of these four pillars?
So the four pillars are market uncertainty, trader mindset, the trading plan, and trading goal. And all four of them, in a way, provide a secret recipe to the success of trading. Not my trading, but if anybody is mindful of those four pillars and focus on them in the way that I focus through my daily videos on those four pillars, then it will be a great success. And each four pillar, of course, there's a purpose why these four pillars, each pillar actually exists. The first pillar, market uncertainty, what it tells you is that the market is uncertain. We as humans, uh, we don't function normally when we are under uncertain conditions, uncertain circumstances. So we need to bring something different to trading just because we are dealing with an uncertain environment. And then the trader's mindset is really, how can you control the emotions when you're putting trades? And since in trading, you take a lot of risk, you put your hard earned money on the line, and that is where your survival instinct of your species are triggered. So, how do you counter those survival instincts? How do you overcome so that you are successful trader? And trading plan is basically nothing but, think of it as a GPS. It takes all the emotions out of trading. All the decisions have been made before putting a real trade in, and you just follow the directions so that you can get to your destination. And trading goal, the last of the four pillars, is is like your final destination. You know, what is your journey going towards? So if you don't have a destination in mind and you undertake a journey, that journey is meaningless. And that's the purpose of the trading goal.
I think the best way that you're able to communicate with people is through your YouTube channel because it takes away any of the mystery and it shows exactly what you're doing. And it's really two-way communication with people. Talk about what it is that you do in a different way on YouTube and what people can expect and how they can communicate with you.
So you just have to access youtube.com and then type in daily stock picks, 3 words, and you will access my channel. The best way to follow me is subscribe to my channel and then follow those daily videos that I publish there. Again, everything there is transparent. My entry criteria, my exit criteria, following the model, identifying the stocks ahead of time, and then following up on it on daily basis is how you can follow my trading, and hopefully you will learn something if you are a beginner trader or you are a struggling trader.
So, is it science or art when it comes to trading stock?
Well, that's a good question. For me, it is science. The fact that I can do it over and over and over again, and I can do it through data. There is no subjective decision making. All the decision making is triggered by the data, by the same algorithm, by the same system. Uh, it is a science.
So why do you think that 95% of people who are trading stocks fail? What are we doing wrong?
Well, to start with, it is not easy to learn in stock market, because in stock market or in any financial marketing, because trading is a very personal activity. Because a big part of trading is risk management. Risk appetite for every person is different.
Yeah.
Pain threshold for every person is different. So it is very personalized. So what works for one trader may not work for the other trader. So you need to find out what works for you. And the framework that I follow actually is flexible enough that it can accommodate whatever your personal risk appetite or whatever your personal attributes relevant to become a successful trader is. It will allow you to have your unique trading style, but still you can follow that structure and it will work for you.
You've given me example before about flipping a coin and how numbers can be, in your favor, and how you take that into consideration. Can you talk about that?
Sure. So stock market is really a game of probabilities. I wouldn't say it is about predicting, because in order to make money, you don't have to really predict. I'll come back to the coin example in a minute. But casinos, for example, they are profitable. A gambling industry is probably an industry of billion of dollars, and they spend huge amount of money, building those great hotels and offering all the discounts just to attract more and more gamblers there. Reason is because they follow that principle of probability. They don't have to be successful in predicting every hand, every gambler play for a blackjack, for example. So you don't have to really be able to predict to make profits. So coming back to your to the coin example, so again, we all know that if we toss head or tail, if we toss a coin, there's a 50% probability of turning a tail or a heads. So if you and I play a game, and if each time a head comes in, I pay you $20, and each time a tail comes in and you pay me $10, we know in the end, if we pay it for long time enough, we have like 100 tosses or 1,000 tosses, there will be equal number of tails and equal number of heads. But because heads has a more reward to it, and you will be paid $20 reward and I'll be
I
paid
like this
$10.
game. Let's do it. Yes.
So yeah, you will end up as the winner.
So when we're talking about your YouTube channel, what is your end game? What are you trying to accomplish? What is your goal?
Good question. So my main goal is really, I want to offer to the new traders, I want to offer to the struggling traders a source of learning. Because when I started trading, there was no one who could help me and guide me. And even in today's age, when we live in an age of information overload, there's so much information and everybody is on all kind of social media platforms. We have another kind of problem today. There is way too much information. And just because trading is a very personalized activity, so it's very hard to find out, what is it that's relevant to you? What is it that when you follow will work for you? So we have that kind of challenge today. So with my channel, actually, if they start following it, they will learn a great deal. So that's my one goal, because I want to share the knowledge. And the second goal I have is, there is somewhere in my trading system as an algorithm, which I believe counts towards 15 to 20% of my overall success. That algorithm can be seen like a secret sauce of a restaurant. So if any big fund manager or an investment firm want to purchase it from me, I'm open. So that is also, in a way, I'm showcasing my algorithm through my YouTube channel, so that if anybody, any big firm is interested in purchasing it, they can contact me.
That sounds great. And again, talk about how to get a hold of you. Your YouTube channel is called what again?
Daily Stock Picks. And the best way to get hold of me is just leave a comment under any of my videos on my YouTube channel, and I'll make sure I respond to your comment or question.
Daily Stock Picks. Thank you so much, Dr. Saeed. It's been a joy talking to you, and thank you for your insight.
Oh, my pleasure.